Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. Need healthcare services for older adults? The COO, Grace Lee of On Lok Lifeways, joins us now with some options. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Michelle.
First of all, On Lok is celebrating its 45th anniversary this year.
That's right. We started in the early 70s and we're still here, providing services to our communities throughout.
And where are these communities? Is it all over the Bay Area?
It is. So we're predominantly here in San Francisco, and that's where we're most known for. But we've actually expanded down to the southern Alameda County area and the Tri-City area, as well as Santa Clara County, and have 2 centers down in San Jose.
And 45 years ago, it was started because there was really a need for services like these for older adults.
That's right. Committed, community citizens were looking for an alternative for their seniors to really, how can they help them stay living at home as they aged in place? And also, how can they make sure that they're receiving services that are culturally appropriate and just really kind of help meet their needs to make them feel comfortable living at home.
What are some of the services?
Well, we have a full range. The unique thing about our program is that we provide both medical services and long-term care services under our On Lok Lifeways program. And so people who are nursing home eligible and would qualify to live in a nursing home actually want to make a choice to be living at home. And so through medical services, through transportation services, services that are at what we call our PACE centers, these locations have rehab services and a full range of supports that really help a person stay healthy and well and independent.
And On Lok operates the 30th Street Senior Center?
That's right. And so we actually cover a spectrum of the senior population. So the 30th Street Senior Center really covers services and programs for a very well independent senior population. We've got a very active senior center program over in the Mission Dolores area, and it's vibrant. People are coming for exercise, for socialization, for meals. It's their second home.
Yeah, you serve 2 meals a day?
That's right.
And nobody has ever turned away?
No one's ever turned away. We're open 6 days a week at that program, and it really just benefits the community throughout.
How does this help the family of the older adults?
That's a great point. So one of the things that's really unique to what we do under the On Lok Lifeways program is that there's an entire care team that is responsible for the people who join our program. We're serving over 1,450 people throughout the Bay Area, and we're really an extension to their caregiving support system. So we help with coordinating their medical appointments, we help with transportation services, we provide home care services, and what we're trying to do is really complement the families so that they can help support the goals of both the family and the participant to stay living in the community as they age.
Well, you're obviously doing a lot of work and helping a lot of people for 45 years
That's
now.
Right.
How do you get funding for this?
So actually, one of the things that was so pioneer about On Lok in this program is that we're the prototype for a program called Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly, and it's a Medicare Medicaid funded program. So in California, it's Medi-Cal. But through this funding mechanism, we are able to then provide services for all of their medical services if they have to go to the hospital, if they eventually need to be in a nursing home, and that through the wraparound services that the care team puts together, we're providing services to help them stay, coming to the centers a couple of days a week and then returning home in the evenings for support and care.
And you talked about giving care that's culturally appropriate.
That's right.
Yeah, what is that?
So,
language,
activities. So, On Lok means happy, peaceful abode, and it's a Chinese name, but that was really just our beginnings. We started in the Chinatown North Beach community, but now we serve, as many as 25 different languages, 25 different communities throughout, and so our staff are trained, are culturally sensitive, and many of them are coming because they want to be able to serve their own communities. Mm-hmm. And so really through the whole range of all of the staff that work for us, drivers and personal care workers, nurses, doctors, it's really through that connection that they're able to provide services.
Is there a success story that really stands out?
One of the things that is really a very touching thing for me is that because we've been part of our community for 45 years, I checked in with one of our teams recently who was telling me that there's a couple that we served about 20 years ago. And of course, since they've passed, we're now serving actually the brother and the sister in that program, in our program, who are also receiving services because they've aged. And because of their familiarity and the benefits and the services that they really felt that it supported them, they just knew that this was the right program program for them. So through all of the services of transportation, medication management, really just helping to focus on what each individual person needs is what really people have
They were
come to
obviously
benefit.
impressed with it. They wanted to continue on with that program.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. So you talked a little bit about PACE. On Lok, it actually serves as a model for PACE.
That's
PACE
right.
is a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly.
That's
Talk
right.
a little bit more about that.
So through our demonstration to try to get funding for this program, we really had to also show that this was a program that could be served and provided in other communities. So back in the 90s, when we did start this replication with Medicare and Medicaid services, we were able to demonstrate that it's not just in an urban town, it's not just for Chinese people, but really it's to communities and people who are really motivated and have goals to live in the community. And so now there are over 116 programs in 32 states, and it's a permanent Medicare program across the country.
Well, you're doing great work. Thanks so much, Grace.
Thank you. Nice to have.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. And for more information on Lok Lifeways, just log on to onlok.org. Again, that's onlok.org. Coming up, an expert in events, artists, and music. Joy Rohn presents.